Welcome to Round Roanoke, seen only on Cox 9. I'm your host, Kiana Price Wade. Children's Trust is an organization that works to prevent child abuse and neglect. It uses education, advocacy, and outreach to help Roanoke Valley children in need. Christina Hatch is a member of the Children's Trust Board of Directors and chair of the Golden Halo Committee. She joins us to talk about the Golden Halo Awards celebration. Thank you, Christina, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, tell us exactly what is Children's Trust?
Well, to sum it up very quickly, Children's Trust is a nonprofit agency in the Roanoke Valley that addresses the issue of child abuse. And there's three components to that. The first one being prevention, and we have two programs within that. And then we have intervention, and then further down on the continuum is CASA. So I can tell you a little bit about those programs if you'd like.
Well, I think if I understand correctly, CASA is a program where people in the community can help or participate or be there for young people.
Exactly. Court-appointed special advocates are volunteers in the community that go through a pretty rigorous training. And what happens is it's already been determined that child abuse or neglect has taken place. So a judge will appoint a CASA advocate to be with that child as they go through the court system. And they help basically determine a safe and permanent home for that child.
Well, and that's certainly important, and glad to hear that that's one of the many things you guys do within the community. And I understand that you do much, much more, but we want to make sure we get to talk about all the things that you do. And many might not think that child abuse is prevalent in the Roanoke Valley. What kind of need is there in the community?
Well, in 2010 alone, there was 139 founded cases of child abuse. I mean, one child being abused is more than we should have.
Exactly.
So 139 founded cases just in 2010. So, you know, and it's in all zip codes, all socioeconomic levels, child abuse happens.
Wow. And that's 139 in the Roanoke Valley alone?
Yes.
It's a shame, and hopefully things like this will bring more attention and help out those little precious children. Children's Trust is celebrating its Golden Halo Awards. Now tell us a little bit about that event.
Okay, well, Golden Halo, first of all, April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. So that's why we have the Golden Halo Awards in the month of April. This year it is Thursday, April 7th, and that will be at 6:30 at Fitzpatrick Hall at the Jefferson Center. And what Golden Halo does basically, or is an event that recognizes and honor those who do outstanding work in different categories. For instance, Child Protective Services, the legal judicial system, mental health professionals, foster parents, educators. Just there's 8 categories actually. So it's a time that we have nominations leading up to the actual event, and the ones that are selected are recognized that night at a really fun, great event.
Can anyone come to this event?
Anyone can come to the event.
And how do you get tickets, or?
It's really easy. You
Okay.
can go to www.roact.org. You can order them online,
Okay.
or you can actually call the agency at 344-3579 and just order your tickets over the phone.
Great, and we'll have all that information on the screen for our viewers. Sounds like a lot of fun, and certainly a great way to support those unsung heroes here in the Valley. But you also mentioned that April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. How can our viewers get involved to end this devastating problem?
Well, there's a lot of ways they can get involved. Being a nonprofit agency would be, you know, it would be bad if I didn't mention that funding is always needed.
Of course.
We have to keep these programs going. We have to continue reaching out to the children and families in our community that need this help. So funding is always needed. They can help sponsor the event. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we always need volunteers. And to become a CASA volunteer, I think a lot of people find it very rewarding, so they can contact the agency and find out more about that.
Wonderful. And how can our viewers get more information about not only about the Golden Halo Awards, but about all the other things that you guys do and how we can get involved?
Absolutely. Going to the website, the one I mentioned before, roact.org, is really the way they can find out all about the different programs that Children's Trust does sponsor.
All right. Well, make sure we check out that website, and congratulations on all that you guys do, and sounds like a fun event.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christina, for coming. And you can find out more about the Golden Halo celebration on the Cox Community Calendar coming up at the break. I'm Kiana Price Wade, and this is Round Roanoke on Cox 9.